Today we're doing vent window seals. This side's already half prepped, so let's look at how to remove everything. And this is the reason we're doing these. They're so dry that they're just cracking all over, falling to pieces. Alright. So, first thing you need to do is make sure you have a friend or family member around to hold the window once you loosen it, because it will just fall out and shatter and you'll cry for days. So, first and easiest step is to take this seal out. So you just pull it up. That's out of the way. And then you can close the window back up, which you have to do. Next, we pop off this cover and pop off this adjuster, and then we'll take the B-pillar off. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. In fact, I'm pretty positive I can't, so I'll just show you what to do, and then I'll show you the other side and what it looks like. Hang on, let me get some light. There we go. This is a 16mm or 5/8 for you American people. I mean, you people that use American sockets. So under here, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see this very well, but you stick a knife in here basically. Push up on a tab that's in there and just very focused, damn it. Very carefully work this off, and then this handle will come off, and then you unbolt this comes off, and then the B-pillar, which we need to repaint very badly. Pull it out straight from the top, just like that. It just came out. It just snaps in, and then down here it's a hook. See this hook? And it hooks down into the sheet metal right here. So that's the B-pillar. Oh, and you have to pull this seal up right here to get the B-pillar out too. It's same as this seal. So once you've done that, you'll have two exposed Torx Torx bolts. They look like this. And this. Hold on. Sorry. They look like this. I think it's a T40 is what I used. And this is up. This is in there. It's the seatbelt adjuster right there. So you have to pop that out. And it's kind of in this cavity. Alright, let's see how this works. Up. Out. Come on, out. 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 There we go. Up, out, out. So reverse would be up, and then in, and then down. So they're not that bad to get out. And then once you finish that, it'll expose two nuts there and there, where you can see the light coming through, and those hold on the window. Just 2 bolts, and I think they were 10mm. They were definitely 10mm. And then this is a T20 or a T25. So I would say loosen these 2 nuts, and then make sure your friend is holding onto the window for you from the outside, and then loosen this one all the way, and the window will just come right out. And then once you've done that, you can start peeling up your seals. And it's fairly straightforward from there on. Just use a heat gun if you have one, because mine was just chipping. Every time I tried to pull up at it, the whole thing was just snapping. So I used my heat gun, and it gets the glue, the tape under there kind of hot. and it helps it a lot coming off. And then you'll see here I still have some double-sided tape residue. Focus. Here and here. So all I did is I used my knife very carefully and very slowly. It doesn't matter if you scratch the paint under here because you won't see it anyway, but make sure you don't scratch out here because you'll see that and you'll hate yourself. So I just worked my knife like this and pulled up at the tape and just went real slow. And then it's cold out today. It's like I think 38 or something, so I use the heat gun periodically to make sure it's nice and soft, and I'm just going to work at this and get off as much residue as I can. One quick thing I want to make sure everybody knows is you should probably check this top seal before you do this. Mine's in horrible shape. It's split. Pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. In fact, these might be different seals. I don't know. Anyway, this seal goes up in this area. See right here? This is the base. Stupid camera. And I just have some generic weather stripping in there. I don't think I'm going to use it because I only have enough for one side. Sadly. I really wish I had checked this before because I would have just ordered these gaskets as well. Seals, I mean. So now I'm going to probably order those tonight and have to take this window out again next week. But it's not a big deal. It comes out easy. Just a thought. This is a fairly useful trick for keeping a nut or a bolt in your socket if you're having to reach it into a deep hole or whatever the situation is. All I do is I take a little piece of electrical tape or duct tape or whatever, put it about halfway to 3/4 of the way over the hole, just like that. Kind of push it in a little bit, and then wrap it around, make sure it sticks. Because you don't want to use too much tape, because your nuts and bolts won't go in. But if you don't use enough, they won't stay in. So there you go. That's the nut in, and it will not come out unless you want it to. I mean, once you tighten it and then pull out, it'll come right out. So I should have used this method and I wouldn't have lost one of my nuts, but whatever. One more really important thing to remember: put this seal back in right over here before you screw this screw in. I did it both times on both windows. I forgot to put the seal in, so just remember that. Well, we're all done. Looks really good. I'm glad I finally bought some of these. I've been holding back because they're 18 bucks a piece from Pelican Parts, but mine were getting really nasty, so I just decided to pull the trigger. It's a really easy job. You can do it by yourself if you're really careful. And my seal's poking out there. So, highly recommend it. Should take 20 to 30 minutes each side, depending on how much work you put into removing the old double-sided tape. So yeah, leave a comment if you have any questions.